Bonjour et bienvenue à ma chaîne YouTube. Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to solve an A1 level exercise based on the imperfect tense in French. L'exercice pour l'imparfait en français. C'est parti. So before we begin with solving the exercise, let's have a quick revision. The imperfect tense, or as in French we say l'imparfait, is a tense used to describe an action in the past. This action was continuous or repeated or was simply a habit in the past. In other words, the action started in the past and continued for a period of time. Now, to form the imperfect tense or l'imparfait, we first take the nous form, that is, we take the third person plural of any given verb. We conjugate the verb with respect to the subject pronoun nous. Then we focus on the conjugated verb and drop the ons and simply add the endings, that is AIS, AIS, AIT, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT, AIENT. So we add the endings with respect to the subject or the subject pronoun. Now let's start with solving the exercise. The first sentence: Chaque été, il tirait une semaine dans cet hôtel. The verb in the brackets is passer, which in this context means to spend, as in to spend time. So we need to conjugate the verb passer in the imperfect tense, that is l'imparfait. So our answer here is passer. Chaque été, il passait une semaine dans cet hôtel. Every summer, they used to spend a week in this hotel. We choose the endings AIENT with respect to the subject pronoun il. Moving on to the next one. L'été dernier, mes amis et moi, nous tirions au parc chaque soir. The verb in the brackets is aller, which means to go. So we need to conjugate the verb aller using imparfait. So our answer here is allions. L'été dernier, mes amis et moi, nous allions au parc chaque soir. Last summer, my friends and I, we used to go to the park every evening. We choose the endings IONS with respect to the subject pronoun nous. Moving on to the next one. Hier, il tirait beaucoup et le ciel tirait gris. Let's focus on the first part of the sentence. Hier, il tirait beaucoup. The verb in the brackets is pleuvoir, which means to rain. So we need to conjugate the verb pleuvoir using the imperfect tense. So our answer here is pleuver. Hier, il pleuvait beaucoup et le ciel. Now moving on to the second part of the sentence, the verb in the brackets is être, which means to be. So the verb être is an exception when it comes to the imperfect tense in French, since it already has its own stem. So our answer here will be E accent aigu, T, and we add the endings A, I, T. Hier, il pleuvait beaucoup et le ciel était gris. Yesterday, it was raining heavily and the sky was grey. Moving on to the next one. Autrefois, cette ville, moins peuplée. The verb in the brackets is être, which means to be. So we need to conjugate the verb être using the imperfect tense, that is l'imparfait. The verb être is an exception when it comes to the imperfect tense, since it already has its stem, that is E accent aigu and T. Then we add the appropriate endings with respect to the subject over here. The subject is ville, so our endings will be AIT. Autrefois, cette ville était moins peuplée. At that time, the city was less populated. And the last sentence. Elle tirait souvent son devoir au café. The verb in the brackets is faire, which means to make or to do. In this context, it means to do. So, we need to conjugate the verb faire in the imperfect tense, that is using imparfait. So our answer is faisait. Elle faisait souvent son devoir au café. She often used to do her homework at the cafe. We choose the endings AIT with respect to the subject pronoun elle. Thank you for watching et à bientôt.